Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your September 2020 love and relationship reading. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. It's brand new, so it needs all the support it can get. Please remember to like, to comment, and subscribe, as well as check me out on Instagram at claire.voyant.queen and Twitter at _Claire_voyant. Please remember these messages are general, so they may or may not resonate. Please also remember that energy is vice versa, right? So this could be about you, this could be about your partner. But thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to get started. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your September 2020 love and relationship reading. Let's get started. Let's do it. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo for September of 2020. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo for September of 2020. Tell me about Virgo for September of 2020. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo for September of 2020. Virgo. Okay. Tell me about Virgo. Oh, okay, that was fast. Let's see. Oh, we got two cards here. Okay. Card number 1. You've got time. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to. This is a good card. Karma is on your side. If you could read all the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you're thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It's payback time, the universe. Wow. This is really cool. Let's see. Both of these cards, I'm going to read them one more time because I think that they are suggesting there's a connection coming in for you, and it's going to be a big, big, powerful connection, and it's coming in. Feels good. Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to. If you could read all the minds that I read, hear all the prayers that I hear, and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you're thought of, talked about, and fallen in love with. It's payback time. Someone is coming in. Someone is coming in for you. Someone big. It could be a soulmate because we have karma on the board, and karma is very akin to soulmate energy. But let's pull some spirit animal cards and we'll kind of delve in deeper. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo for September of 2020. 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 Virgo. September of 2020. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Let's do it to it. Tell me about Virgo. September of 2020. Virgo. Okay. Virgo, you are the mouse. The mouse. Your partner is the tarantula. Okay. In your emotional connection, I already know where this is going. This is gaggy. In your emotional connection, we have the horse. In your physical connection, we have the shark. Okay. Wow, this is really cool. So one thing I've been doing is I've been reading the card descriptions straight out of the book. I feel like when I read them out of the book, you're going to gain more information, and then I'll help you kind of connect the dots here. Let's start off with the mouse. Let's start off with you. Let's see. The mouse. The mouse. The mouse. Here we are. The mouse. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. I mean, a lot of words could apply to you, but I think detail-oriented is very Virgo. Very, very, very Virgo. I feel like you're very much in your mind, very much in your mind, but in your energy. You know, the mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon, they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It might be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. What's odd here is that I don't feel like the mouse card, you know, when you read it, kind of comes across a little bit negative, but I don't feel this negative quality about this Virgo. I feel a very positive quality about it. I kind of think you're just very detail-oriented, kind of doing your like doing it to it, kind of like working on your job, working on your projects, like kind of like fussing over small details just as you are. I feel like there's very much just you in your energy. Very you in your energy is what it feels like. It feels good. It feels where you're supposed to be. Let's go to the tarantula. There might be an element of you being, essentially of you, like, being distracted by something or someone. But besides that, though, I still feel like you're very much in your energy. It feels good. It feels good. It doesn't feel bad. The tarantula. At a crossroad, claiming life's purpose. This is your partner. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers patient and calm like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. Yeah, so I have a feeling that there's something that's kind of sidetracking you. You're getting sidetracked. You're getting sidetracked by something or someone. And I feel like you're being very detail-oriented over it, and you're kind of, you know, you're fussy. But at the same time, I'm still riding with this fact that it feels good for you. It feels like you're very much where you need to be, right? I have a feeling that someone is coming in to your life. You may or may not know this person, but it does feel very new, and it feels very karmic. Especially with the tarantula here, especially with this card of karma here, it feels like you're kind of in your element and someone's coming in and they're asking you to kind of, I think that you're focusing on something from the past, or you're not focusing on this person. It feels like you're not focusing on this person. It feels like you're focusing on something from the past or something else, right? And I think they're kind of begging you to refocus your attention on this person, right? On the tarantula, on whoever is coming in. And it's something heavy and it's something karmic. The horse. Let's see. Must have passed it. Give me a second. There we go. Horse. Okay, this is in your emotional connection. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back toward any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. A horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus, meditation, are the secret weapons behind horse's legacy, right? Physical stamina and mental focus are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. I have a feeling that this is what this is kind of talking about is it feels very like it's the momentum, it's the progress, it's the force, right? That's kind of driving this emotional connection. I have a feeling like this person, honestly, it feels like this person's going to come in and they're just going to sweep you off your feet, is kind of how it feels. It feels very much like, and I feel like you didn't see it come in. It feels like it's coming out of the blue. You know, you're stuck on a something or someone, a situation from the past, right? You're kind of being a little bit detailed about it, scrutinizing it, which is very much you and your element. And I have a feeling that like this thing is distracting you from seeing something so much greater in your current moment, like in your current situation. I feel like you're distracted and it's not, and because you're distracted, you're really not seeing what's in front of you. It's kind of what it feels. You're not seeing what's in front of you. And this like, it feels like a relationship's coming that's really karmic, It feels like it's heavy, heavy, heavy. And it feels like this, in your emotional connection, it just feels like this person's going to sweep you off your feet. It's going to be like, boom. It's like, you're not even going to know what hit you, is what it feels like. And then in the shark, in your physical connection, has a lot to do with like secrets, but I have a feeling it's more so like, sharks are hidden, right? Sharks are hidden. They're unexpressed. It has something to do with like this person literally being hidden, right? You are distracted. This person's hidden. You're not seeing them, but they're going to kind of come in and it's going to be like, wham, right? It's going to be wham. It's going to feel really good. I keep rambling. I'm sorry. This is kind of exciting. Shark, let's see. Must have missed it by hair. Let's see. There we go. Shark. Directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed, right? Something big needs to be exposed. I have a feeling like it's this person. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. I have the feeling that this card is merely representing that your person is hidden right now. It feels like your person is hidden. It feels like your person is watching. It feels like your person is hunting, right? In a good way, And with this horse being here, I have a feeling that this like emotional connection is going to be crazy, crazy, intense and powerful. Like we have like we have two massive like predators, right? Horses really aren't too much predatory, but there's still like, they're just big animals, right? They're powerhouses. Maybe that's the word I'm kind of looking for. And they're in your emotional and your physical connection. It feels like this relationship is big. It feels emotionally heavy. It feels good, right? It feels powerful. And I feel like you're distracted. I think you're distracted from something from the past, which is why you don't see this person, which is why you don't notice this person. And the tarantula is asking you, refocus your attention. Okay. And also like look at the color scheme going on here. Look at all of these dark cards here, and look at the tarantula, and look how it's kind of lighting up the spread, right? It's lighting up the spread, which is really cool to see. Let's pull some traditional tarot cards and we'll kind of clarify this. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo for September of 2020. Tell me about Virgo. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo for September of 2020. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo for September of 2020. Tell me about Virgo for September of 2020. September 2020. September. Virgo. Okay. Tell me about Virgo for September of 2020. Tell me about Virgo. Ooh, oh, Lovers in reverse. Okay. I don't want to take all of those, but I will take Lovers in reverse. Huh. Tell me about Virgo for September of 2020. Cool. Okay, so we got Lovers in reverse. Virgo, in your current situation, Nine of Swords in reverse. In your partner's current situation, we have Four of Swords. Makes sense. In your past connection, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. In your current connection, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. And in your future outcome, we have the High Priestess. Okay. So we have two major arcana on the board. We have the Lovers in reverse and we have the High Priestess. Lovers will speak of Gemini energy. High Priestess will speak of Pisces energy, sometimes Cancer energy. So it's someone who essentially is incredibly psychic, right? I have a feeling, so you essentially might have a Gemini placement or a Pisces placement, or your partner might as well. We'll kind of come back to that. Right over here, I'm kind of getting the situation that you are in a past relationship. I'm getting the situation that you are in a past relationship. It feels like it was a very powerful connection, and it feels like there was some sort of breakup, some sort of like detachment, right? When the Lover's card is upright, they're united, right? Everything's powerful. Everything's like incredibly emotionally intense. They're interconnected, right? And when it's in reverse, gravity is going to separate them. Gravity's going to pull them apart, right? They're not going to be as connected. So it feels like there was some sort of past relationship, some sort of breakup that might have occurred. But it feels like the connection was probably very intense and very karmic, right? Karma seems to be playing a major theme here. In your current situation, right, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is the card of dreams, the card of nightmares, the card of mental anguish and anxiety, of depression. And it's in reverse, meaning that these swords are going to fall away, right? That we're going to start we're not going to be experiencing this mental burden anymore, right? When the Nine of Swords is in reverse, it usually suggests to me that it was at one time upright, and it was probably upright because of this breakup, is what it feels like. But it feels like you've kind of done a little bit more of like an internal healing work, internal processing work, and you're really allowing these swords to kind of fall away, and you're really kind of allowing this relationship to kind of find its end, right? Find its resting place. It feels though that, again, that you might be still scrutinizing over this, or you still might be stuck in the past, but I have a feeling you're almost like healed of this mental burden. It feels like your mind's there, but just there in a different way. It feels like you're not experiencing the pain of this connection, but you're almost like still like stuck on this connection in some sort of way, in some sort of like way, shape, or form is how it feels. And then over here in your partner, we have the Four of Swords, right? Which talks about someone resting, right? This person's like taking a mental break, taking a mental relaxation, taking a moment to go internally, to meditate, to process, to contemplate, right? Taking a moment, sleeping. They're kind of like in isolation. They're kind of hibernating, right? Which really makes sense here because we have the shark, which really talks about like not being seen, kind of hunting, right? It's this quality of like almost them kind of I have a feeling this person, you do not see this person coming. I have a feeling this person's going to be coming out of left field. It's going to be so wild to you. And it feels like this, like, it feels like it's really powerful. It feels like it's really good. It feels like you've done the work on this past connection, and now you're focusing on this connection. In your past connection, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, right? This was someone that was once left out in the cold. Someone that was neglected, that was ostracized, right? And when it's in reverse, essentially they're kind of coming back into the warmth, right? I'm kind of getting the impression that, like, very similar to the Nine of Swords, you know, they're both in reverse, right? Which suggests to me at one time they were upright. So it feels like someone was, like, left out in the cold, really suffering from anxiety and depression, some sort of mental burden regarding this past connection. And it feels like, you know, they've kind of done the healing work, they've done the processing work, and they're recovering from this mentally, and they're kind of coming back into the warmth, right? Maybe not the warmth of this connection, but maybe just the warmth in general. Okay, this is interesting. We have in the present moment the Six of Swords, right? Six of Swords really talks about someone going from a really rough situation to a calmer situation, right? They've kind of become mentally clear, mentally stable, mentally focused, and they're kind of leaving some rough situation and kind of heading towards, like, a more calm, stable, like, path, right? And then when it's in reverse, it's kind of a card of return. This is interesting. For some of you, this might be the same person. This might be the same person. Yeah. This Lovers card usually deals with powerful, energetic connections, right? That are very karmic, which is why we see both the karma and we see the Lovers on the board. This kind of talks about a breakup, but it also kind of feels like there's a coming together again, right? It feels like someone was once left out in the cold and now they're coming to the warmth, and it feels like now someone's returning. There's a return to something here. Someone's returning. Someone's coming back is how it feels. It might be this old person. It could be a completely new person that was, like, that you've known from the past, but that you still might see it out of left field. And then in your future outcome, we have the High Priestess, right? And the High Priestess, she's contemplating. I feel like this is you, Virgo. I really feel like this is you. She's contemplating. What's funny here is she has this beautiful flower that I almost perceive to be a rose for some reason. It's not a rose, but it looks like a rose. And she's, like, contemplating over this flower. And I have a feeling like it's kind of like bachelor-y, like, who am I going to give this rose to? Who am I going to give this flower to? Like, is it worth it? I have a feeling like you're almost going to go internally and you're going to process the situation and you're going to say, is it worth it? Is it worth it? We've been through all of this. Now it's kind of coming full circle, and she's going to say, is it worth it? Right? This is very interesting. I'm getting the impression that this is the same person. It feels like you were on a break. It feels like you were on a break. It feels like a heavy emotional connection, heavy energetic connection, very karmic. It feels like there was some sort of breakup here that really left you mentally exhausted, really left you, like, neglected. And it feels like both people kind of went to kind of process this internally in their own way. And it feels like someone's watching. There's this aspect of watching, this aspect of hunting. It's like watching and waiting. And I have a feeling like someone's going to come back here. This is the card that's standing out to me the most, the Six of Swords in reverse. It's suggesting that someone's going to come back, right? Let's clarify that. Clarify the Six of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Six of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. I'm going to take this top card, clarify the Six of Swords in reverse with the Ten of Swords upright. So I have a feeling this is the person from the past. The person from the past is coming back in. It looks like, you know, we have a 9 and we have a 10 of Swords on the board, right? The 9 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is someone who, this was overkill. This was mental overkill. Overkill, torture. Like, this guy doesn't need 10 swords in his back. If you're trying to kill someone, let's be honest, we need 1 sword. We don't need 10. This is overkill, right? This is like severe depression, like severe trauma, severe depression, right? But it's recovering from that suppression, recovering from that anxiety, right? And trauma. This is someone that's coming back into the goddamn picture. And I have a feeling like this is you essentially using what you know about the situation to say, should I get back into this? Is how it feels. Should I get back into this? Wow, this is a very interesting reading. I have a feeling like you guys have someone coming back into your life. That kind of went 2 different ways. You know, for some of you guys, it might be that this person's coming back into your life. For others, it might be that this is a brand new individual that's kind of from the past, that you might have had a past connection with, but they're still coming in. But Virgo, thank you so much for checking out your September 2020 love and relationship reading, and I will see you next month. Bye.